بأعلى أصواتكم لتعجيل صاحب العصر والزمان. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والفجر وليال عشر والشفع والوتر والليل إذا يسر هل في ذلك قسم لذي حجر ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بعاد إرم ذات العماد التي لم يخلق مثلها في البلاد وثمود الذين جابوا الصخر بالواد وفرعون ذي الأوتاد الذين طغوا في البلاد فأكثروا فيها الفساد فصب عليهم ربك صوت عذاب إن ربك لبالمرصاد فأما الإنسان إذا ما ابتلاه ربه فأكرمه ونعمه فيقول ربي أكرمن وأما إذا ما ابتلاه فقدر عليه رزقه فيقول ربي أهنن كلا بل لا تكرمون اليتيم ولا تحاضون على طعام المسكين وتأكلون التراث أكلا لما وتحبون المال حبا جما كلا إذا دكت الأرض دكا دكا وجاء ربك والملك صفا صفا وجاء يومئذ بجهنم يومئذ يتذكر الإنسان وأنى له الذكرى يقول يا ليتني قدمت لحياتي فيومئذ لا يعذب عذابه أحد ولا يثيق وثاقه أحد يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية فادخلي في عبادي وادخلي جنتي. صدق الله العلي العظيم. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
الفاتحة بعد الصلوات على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Thank you, Asim Al-Sagir, for your beautiful recitation. If we can please recite a second loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of God, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum to our respected scholar and all our brothers and our sisters in attendance today. On behalf of you and I would like to welcome all of you to our nightly Murharram program. Our program, inshallah, for the next 7 days will run from 9:45 and end at 11 p.m. If anyone would like to volunteer or like to sign up to receive notifications regarding youth events and programs held at the ICA, there's a table in the hallway where you can give us your contact information. We're also raffling out 3 ziyarah trips at the end of the 10 nights. Everyone is allowed 1 raffle entry per day that you are here for the 10 nights. So if you attend the 10 nights, you'll be here, you will have 10 entries. If anyone would like to enter the raffle, please visit the UNI table in the hallway. Also, if you would like to sponsor a night in honor of a loved one during our Ashura program, please stop by the UNI table in the hallway. Today we will be discussing the Muslim identity. Without further ado, please help me in welcoming our respected scholar, Sheikh Ibrahim Sirhan, with a third loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
صلوات. صلى الله عليك يا أبا عبد الله. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الخلق وأعز المرسلين أبي القاسم محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين وأصحابه المنتجبين وعلى جميع أنبياء الله والمرسلين. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى, the Almighty, in the Holy Quran says, يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم. And the ayah continues. What does the ayah mean? And what's the advantage of this ayah and the role of it in our today's topic, which is about Muslim identity, our Islamic identity? First of all, let's understand the ayah, isn't it? Ya ayyuhan nas, this is very critical. Why? Because it's not saying, oh, the believers, or oh, the believers of Muhammad, or the believers in, the Muslims. No. It's talking about all the people. So the call is introduced to every human being on earth. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is delivering this statement to every human, regardless of religion, regardless of background, regardless of environment, regardless of so many factors and complex criteria that we might face in our life. As a human, I have a message for you. What is it? There is something you're not paying attention to. That you, human, we made you female and male, generally speaking, without any discrimination. Female and male. And from that, we have families. But did not say families. skip that right away to big things, to show us the bigger image. It's like from a point, I can have so many, drawings. Couple points, I have a straight line. Couple points, maybe I have a circle. Points. From binary, system, zeros and one, we have all this digital world that we are living in. Though we make it hexadecimal, or ASCII, so we can understand it as a human. But it boils down to a small system, simple one, 0, 1, whatever you want to call it. From simple things, from Adam and Eve, if you look behind thousands or millions of years, I do not know, you are not going to assume that these two human beings, from them I will have nations and peoples with different identities, different ethnicities, different environments, different cultures, different background, different knowledge, different rituals, and just name it, from Adam and Eve. All of a sudden, we are from Adam and Eve, we have what? Tribes and nations. And when we say tribes and nations, we are talking about a complex society. It just, going for small things, food culture, just imagine food culture, or language. In countries, you will have maybe 100 languages in one country. In USA, we have so many cultures, and this is what's nice about it. We call it a melting pot, isn't it? From one street to another, totally different culture, different, people, different background, different language, different ethnicity. We see it. And that's what's the beauty about the country that we are living in. Just across the street, you are going to see, the city boundaries. You are going to see also totally, different communities. You go to your public school, you have so many nationalities, isn't it? And everyone has their own cultures, celebrations, concerns, values, morals, which we are going to talk about in a little bit. So Allah is showing us this amazing picture. From man and woman, we created that complexity, tribes, nations, peoples, okay? That means different kind of people with different race, different ethnicity, different cultures, as I said. But though we'll be amazed by this kind of difference or differences, let's say, Islam is telling us there is something unique that identify a right person. Not the culture, not the race, not the ethnicity, not the tribe, not the people that you belong to or the family that you belong to. What makes you a unique person is that you are one of those who are righteous, who are good. So Islam is telling us, I care about your work. I care about your intention. I care about your performance. I do not look at your color, at your ethnicity, at your environment. This is something you do not control. I do not control my shave. I did not decide, what kind of colors I should have or what's my ethnicity. It's something in the system. And that's why Allah tolerated that. And from that point, we understand something very important, brothers and sisters. That Islam is telling us in a very clear message. When we read this ayah, this verse, Islam is telling us as mu'min, as Muslims, we have to coexist with others. We have to respect others. We have to take care of others. We have to be nice to others. We have to Respect others not just by words and, etiquettes. It has to be a sincere emotion and a proper behavior. It's not just enough to say, yeah, I respect you, but in reality, when it comes to action, there is discrimination. This is not accepted from this ayah. And based on that, we can understand what kind of ID Islam wants us to have. Definitely, physical appearance, somehow it's important. You have a team, a football team, definitely you are going to care about, the color of your t-shirt, the slogan, motto, certain accessories or souvenirs. This will bring a team together, definitely. But what's the advantage of a team that has all that, yet when it comes to performance in every football game, that team loses? What's the advantage of it? You have the best teachers in the world. But yet, when you started playing, I'm not picking on Pistons, or Lions, it's not. Whenever it comes to a game, you lose. Whenever it comes to critical games, you don't even show up because you are not listed. You are out. So physical appearance, appearance is important. But what's more important, what's more critical is what? Your performance, your execution, your work, how perfect you are, how good you are in what you are doing. So Islam, yes, wants you to take care of your, physical appearance. No question about it. But also gave you a margin to pick what you want. I'm not going to tell you as a Muslim, this kind of t-shirt you are putting on is not accepted. No, it's not my business. What I care is you have to dress up in a proper way, decent way, so people do not pick on you. And that's what we call it in Arabic, libas al-shuhra. Libas al-shuhra is the kind of a dress, if you wear it, people put you down, mock you. Islam will tell you, hey, stop. Don't do it. But I'm not going to interfere with your brand name, I'm not going to tell you this color I don't like. It's up to you. It's up to your culture. And it varies from one culture to another. What's accepted in my culture, maybe in your culture, is a big deal. Or, that's one thing. Secondly, maybe Islam will interfere sometimes, especially if it goes beyond the limit, is whether you are overspending. If my t-shirt is less than $1,000, I'm not going to put it on. Why? What does it have AC, built-in AC, on it? Yes, you look for a brand because you look for quality. It's fine, I understand it. You should not waste your money. But also you are wasting your money if you start seeking expensive brands so you can show off. Islam will tell you, this is our ID. If the scarf, because we are picking on man, now we change, If a scarf is less than $500 and is not made out of original, genuine silk, I'm not interested. If the abaya is less than $1,000, no good. And man, the same thing. Man, when it comes to, if it's not a Corvette car, or, special watch, Islam will tell you for what? Reason things. Spend, but do not overspend. And overspend sometimes because we select expensive things for no reason. Sometimes there is a reason. I would like to buy a quality phone, a quality laptop, a quality house, a quality food, organic food. Okay, it's fine. There's a reason. There is a rational reason behind it. But what is the rational reason behind having 100 t-shirts in your, dresser. I don't know. Or, I have a room just for my shoes. Only I have 150. I'm telling you true stories, okay? Or as the problem of my friend, he has shopping problem. Just tell him Amazon, right away opens the application, buy something. You go to his basement full of products, he never get the chance to open it. Yeah, Habibi, it does not work. This is overspending. You're wasting your money. Islam here will tell you, is this your ID you're looking for? Now we jumped from the physical to buying, but it's related somehow. As physical, Islam will tell you, as a Muslim, you have to dress the proper way, decent way, and you have to look nice. And that's why, even a lady, is that lady okay to dress in a decent way and wear perfume? If the idea of perfume is just to look, to be, to smell good, not to attract others, most of the scholars, they say, yeah, it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. It's not, I'm wearing that perfume, so people, they know me 1 mile away. This is a different story. It's like different story. But what I'm talking about, physical appearance, Islam, yes, talk about it and kept a margin so you can pick and choose from. But they gave us general rules, and you know better. Beyond that physical appearance, we have the critical ones. As a Muslim, Islam looks to your heart before considering what you are dressing, what you are eating, what kind of perfume you are wearing, what kind of brand you are purchasing. What I care about is your heart, your intention, plus your work, more than any other things. And that's why we ask Ahlul Bayt, if I am Shi'i, what does it mean? You know what's Shi'i? Shia means followers. And that's why when there is a funeral, we say Tashyi'. Why we say Tashyi'? Tashyi', yani that means you are going with the people to bury that person. Mushaya'a, we call it in Arabic. Shia, that means we follow a person. As Shia of Ahlul Bayt, we follow what? Ahlul Bayt. وَأَنَّ مِنْ شِيعَتِهِ لَإِبْرَاهِيمَ in the Quran. Yani the follower of Nuh is Ibrahim alayhi salam. Prophet following a prophet, same message. Islam is the same message. So when it comes to our ID, when it comes to behavior, practice, Islam will tell you here, we talk. This is the critical part. That's what I care about. I'm not gonna look at your color. I'm not gonna look at your ethnicity. I'm not gonna look at your environment. I'm not gonna look at your culture. I'm not gonna look at your, family. I'm not gonna look at your tribe. I'm not gonna look at your nation. I'm gonna look at your actions. I'm gonna look at your work. I'm gonna look at your dedication. I'm gonna look at your intention. I'm gonna look at your performance. I'm gonna consider your contributions to the society, to your community, to humankind. That's what I'm gonna judge you based on. And definitely, everyone will be judged based on his capabilities. Allah is not gonna judge us all with the same standards. Everyone has his own situation, his own weaknesses, his own, case. But overall, Allah wants from you to focus on your good actions. good intention. You want to get closer to Allah. You do not say, oh Allah, Imam Hassan, Imam Hussein, Fatima, Ali. They did not say, oh Allah, we are related to Prophet Muhammad, so please help us out. They don't. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, according to some narrations, hadith, told Fatima, who is Fatima? His daughter. Fatima al-Zahra is a sinless, a great lady in Islam, the greatest lady ever in Islam, a typical, powerful, great role model for humanity. The Prophet looked at Fatima and told her, Ya Fatima, اعملي لنفسك فإني لا أغني عنك من الله شيئا. Do not depend on me. Depend on your deeds. The Prophet is talking to whom? To Fatima al-Zahra al-Ma'suma. Sayyidat Shabab, Fatima al-Zahra, the mother of Sayyiday Shabab Ahl al-Jannah, وهي من نساء العالمين, من سيدات أهل الجنة, with no question. Even the Quran said, إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم الرجس أهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا. Yet, what the Prophet told her was going to identify you in this life and the hereafter is your what? Your deeds, your work. Not because my parents are praying for me. Now when I come home, I see my mom is praying. Alhamdulillah, my mom is praying. Why should I pray? The Malaika is here. Now if I turn on the TV and the Quran is running, that means I read Quran today. When you are, on your TikTok or, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, mashallah, we have so many, does not work. As a Muslim, to work on your ID, that means you work on your behavior. You work on your contributions. And that's why Islam did not make contribution deeds just because salah and saum. Those are rituals in one of the aspects. When you go to school, brothers and sisters, you have to know this. When you go to school, when you go to your college, when you go to your work, Islam will consider this hasanat. إن الملائكة لتضع أجنحتها لطالب العلم. يعني when you are going to school, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made the angels telling you, step on our wings, metaphoric. Why? Because you are doing something very good. To contribute to the society is not just salah and saum. When you are good, educated, professional, you are contributing to the society. The only thing you have to do is work on your intention. I'm doing this for the sake of Allah, to help humanity, to help my neighbors, my relatives, my community, my country. I don't want to do it to show off. And this is very important. And that's why here we ask, as I said, Ahl al-Bayt alayhim salam, what's their main wisdoms to us when it comes to our identity? One of the ahadith right away, we always say it. كونوا زينا لنا ولا تكونوا شينا علينا. يعني in English, you have to be our beautiful image. So when people look at you, they feel comfortable. They feel proud. They say those are the followers of Ahl al-Bayt. Those are the believers who believe in Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Look at their good deeds. Look at their perfect behaviors. Look at their educational level. Look how much professional they are. كونوا زينا لنا. So we show off that you are good people. You are special, unique ones. ولا تكونوا شيئا علينا. Do not make us feel bad when people talk about you. Do not make us embarrassed because of your behavior. Don't do that. So we have a responsibility. This is our ID. And I'll give you practical examples. How Islam established such kind of ID. I'll give you practical examples maybe you don't pay attention to. You know, all of you, alhamdulillah, you know, you are good mu'mineen, good believers, and mashallah, you are educated. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all. We have very simple concept that you are aware of. We call it a cheating. Is it cheating halal or haram? What do you think? Cheating halal or haram? Haram. Cheating halal or haram? Haram. Halal or haram to cheat? Haram. Good. So we all agree. So how this gonna build our identity? Look to this hadith and think about it. This is my philosophy. I might be wrong, but think about it. When the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Man ghashana laysa minna," yani if you cheat on us, you are not one of us. If you cheat, you are not one of us. What does it mean? Look how careful this hadith. The Prophet did not say, if you cheat, you are not mu'min. If you cheat, you are bad. If you cheat, you go to hellfire. He did not say this. According to this hadith, what the hadith said, if you cheat, you are not one of us. What do I understand from this hadith? Islam is making a quality market. So when you come to Muslims market, as a Muslim, you do not cheat. As a Muslim in your market, you have quality product. As a Muslim, you are not gonna sell me bad product. So when I come to a Muslim market, Muslim stores, I feel what? Confident that what you are selling me is what? Good quality. What kind of ID I was able to establish in the society? Good ID. It's like you go to stores, they only sell organic, isn't it? You feel comfortable. Everything on the shelf is organic. What's the ID of that store? Organic. When I say Muslims do not cheat, what kind of ID I gave to the society? They do not cheat. Not just in their supermarket. Even in marriage, in their relation, in selling stuff, in buying things, in dealing with you, they do not cheat. Another example you are aware of. We say we only eat what kind of meat? Halal meat. What does halal meat? What does halal meat mean? Okay? What does it mean? We have conditions, we say. Okay, good. We know the conditions. You say Bismillah and just name it. If I ask you, and we are running out of time, subject is big. If I ask you, what's the difference between this meat and this meat? I take it to the lab, same meat, same, whatever you want to bring, except the number of atoms and molecules, okay? But same thing, same food, same environment, same species, just name it. But this one I said Bismillah on it, this one I did not say Bismillah. Which one is halal to eat? The one halal. The one I said it's not Bismillah, yani not halal, unless you forget, that's a different story. What Islam was trying to give us, because of simple example, that sometimes this create a problem for us. You are at school, I cannot eat that pizza because it's not halal. You are invited to a party, I cannot eat that because it's halal, it's not halal, isn't it? Sometimes it create a peer pressure for us, create a problem. But Islam, what kind of image was trying to give us? One of our attributes of ID that we belong to. Because Muslims, When they talk about IDs, they have attributes. One of these attributes, what I'm telling people from 1444 years ago, Hijri time, okay? Islam created a standard, which we call it nowadays ISO standard. Don't we have ISO standard for food? We have ISO standard. I don't know if you recall, maybe 22,000. For any company, we have ISO standards. We follow standards, so we say ISO certified. Islam, 1,400 years ago, start thinking about standards. Standards? What do you mean? When I get meat from you, that means the meat is fresh. You did not find it killed somewhere and you are selling it, you know? That meat is not any meat, because some animals might create problems, and we saw so many problems now because of uncooked food or because of viruses. So Islam is telling you, and here, I have to make it short. Islam is telling you, as a Muslim, when I go to your house or I buy something from your market, it is what? Clean, fresh, and acceptable. Oh. So Islam did not just say, hey, I want to create an ID for you based on taqwa, fearing God, loving God, watching God, and doing good, but did not give us the standards and the practical solutions. No, it gave us the practical solutions. And it showed us the way how to make a strong ID. But being a Muslim, and here we conclude, does not mean I do not blend in. As a Muslim, that I care about my beliefs and I care about my morals, does not mean I cannot blend in. As a Muslim, I can blend in with the society, coexist with other religions, contribute to humanity, help my neighbors, help my communities, help other nations, help other tribes, other peoples. As a Muslim, I'm not here to cancel others' cultures or backgrounds. I'm here to complement with them, to integrate my strength with their background, environment, culture, knowledge, education, and the strength so I can have better humanity. And that's what, when I say Muslim ID, I have my specifications, yet I'm open to coexist and help and support others. It's not like me or no one. No, never ever. And that's why Ali alayhi salam, brothers and sisters, used to say, as narrated, الناس صنفان إما أخ لك في الدين أو نظير لك في الخلق. As a Muslim, I look at others, either my brothers in humanity or my brothers in religion and faith. Therefore, as a Muslim, I care about others. I respect them. I help them. I support them. I contribute to their communities, to their cultures, so I can be a real human being as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked us to be, because Islam should be the mercy to humanity and the call to justice, so we can see people living in a very peaceful, happy, good life. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج. عظم الله أجوركم جميعا.
If you drive a white Acura with the license plate CM2577, could you please move your car? Now, thank you, Sheikh Ibrahim, for the lecture. Inshallah, we will now begin the English Majlis. If you can now help me in welcoming Sheikh Ali Abu Khudr with a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
أفلح من صلى على محمد وآل محمد. ثانية على حب الزهراء. ثالثة على حب سيدي شباب أهل الجنة الحسن والحسين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. صلى الله عليك يا رسول الله. صلى الله عليك يا أبا عبد الله الحسين. Peace be upon you, O Prophet of Allah. Peace be upon you, Ya Aba Abdullah al-Husayn. Ya Habibi, Ya Husayn. نور عيني يا حسين. يا حبيبي يا حسين. يا رحمة الله الواسعة يا أبا عبد الله الحسين. Oh my beloved Ya Hussein, the light of my eyes Ya Aba Abdullah al-Hussein. Oh, the vast mercy of Allah, Ya Aba Abdullah. Brothers and sisters, let us take our hearts out to our Imam. The vast mercy of Allah, Hussein, the son of Ali and Fatima. So many of us have found guidance in these gatherings, and it is from the blessings of the revolution of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein that we remember him and connect to Allah through him on these nights. Peace be upon the one who stood alone Karbala. Peace be upon the one who died thirsty. Peace be upon the sorrowful heart of his sister Zainab. Peace be upon the hands of his brother Al-Abbas, who lie separate from the body near the Euphrates. Peace be upon those young children of Hussein, crying out, Al-Atash, Al-Atash. Peace be upon the heroes of Karbala. Brothers and sisters, let us close our eyes and open our hearts and imagine we are on that desert plain in Karbala. The scorching sun was torturing the camps of Abu Abdullah. It has been days without any water. Day by day, before the 10th, the scene in Karbala was changing. More and more soldiers of Yazid were gathering to kill the grandson of Rasulullah. It is narrated Sayyidah Zainab would say to her brother, "Oh brother Hussein, thousands of soldiers are gathering to fight you. We have hardly 72 men with us. Do you not have anyone to come to your aid?" What a heartbreaking line. Imam has no one to as he would stand on the plains of Karbala and cry out, هل من ناصر ينصرنا هل من مغيث يغيثنا هل من ذاب يذب عن حرم رسول الله. Is there anyone to aid us? Is there anyone to help us? Is there anyone who would like to defend the sanctity of the Prophet of Allah? Abu Abdullah would say to her, Ya Zainab, many wanted to join me during the journey from Medina to Karbala, but I politely discouraged them because their intention was not truthful. Many joined and have run away during the journey because they were scared of dying. It is also mentioned, brothers and sisters, the night before the 10th of Murharram, that was the original night they wanted to fight the grandson of Rasulullah, but they granted them respite and they waited one more day. It is said that Abu Abdullah al-Hussein would turn off all lights in his tent and he would say to his companions, they don't want you, they want me. If you want, you can leave and I will turn off the light as so to preserve your dignity and so you're not embarrassed. One of the brave companions of Abu Abdullah would say to him, Ya Hussein, if they were to cut us into pieces 1,000 times, we would always come back and aid you, Ya Abu Abdullah. He would continue, Ya Zainab, my sister falsehood can buy many supporters, but the truth only has a few friends. The soldiers on the other side have been bought. They prefer happiness in this world than the happiness of the hereafter. As for the 72 truthful men with me, they prefer happiness in the hereafter. May Allah allow us to be among those who stand with the Imam of our time. Imam al-Hussein, it is narrated, he would write to one of his companions, one of the brave and valiant companions in Karbala, by the name of Habib ibn Mawahir. He would write to him. Habib was in Kufa. He was blocked by Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad in Kufa because when Yazid came into power, he placed Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad in Kufa. And when he placed him in Kufa, Ubaydullah was persecuting anybody who wanted to join Abu Abdullah al-Husayn's movement. So some of them were killed, some of them were imprisoned, and he created a blockade where none of them could go and aid their master Abu Abdullah al-Husayn. Habib ibn Mudahir, he would receive this letter from his beloved Husayn, the grandson of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi. And when he received this letter at his home, they say he was having breakfast with his son and his family. Habib would read the letter from Abu Abdullah al-Husayn, and then he would kiss the letter, the narration say, and tears would start to come out of his eyes. His wife would ask him, Ya Habib. His wife asked him, what's wrong? Habib said, I have received the letter from my master Husayn. He has asked me to join him in Karbala. Yazid's soldiers have surrounded him and are after his life. His wife said to him, Oh Habib, your childhood friend is calling on you. Your master needs you, your help. What are you waiting for, Ya Habib? Go, Habib, go before it's too late. Aid the son of Zahra. How will we face the Prophet of Allah and his daughter on the day of judgment if we did not stand by their son in Karbala? Habib's worry was how to escape from Kufa now because of the persecution that was happening there. He instructed his slave to take his horse to a farm outside the city and to wait for him there. The slave did as he was told, and the slave took Habib's horse to him. And he waited for his master, and then they left together. The slave started talking to the horse. He said, Oh horse, Master Husayn is in trouble. He needs help. He has asked for Habib's help. Oh horse, if he does not manage to escape from Kufa, I will ride on you, the slave is saying, and I will go to Karbala. Imagine the morals of Abu Abdullah al-Husayn, that even the slaves wanted to aid him in Karbala. At Asr time, most of the men were in the mosque, and so Habib was able to flee from the city. He would mount his horse and tell his slave, you are free to go in the sake of Allah. He said to him, Master, you are not being fair with me. I served you faithfully for years, and now I have the chance to serve the son of Fatima Zahra, and you are asking me to go. Why are you denying me this place in heaven? Habib was taken aback from the words of his slave. He was pleased to hear this, that he had recognized the difference between truth and falsehood. Together they went towards the land of Karbala. Habib would reach the land of Karbala. Imam Hussein would greet him with great affection. Sayyidah Zainab had heard that Habib ibn Mudahir had come. She asked her maid, Fidda, go convey my greetings to Habib. When Habib heard that Sayyidah Zainab had sent greetings to her, he started to scream out in grief and anger. He would slap his face as the tears would roll down from his cheeks, as he would say, what a sad day, what has happened to the household of Fatima, the granddaughter of Rasulullah, the daughter of Ali and Fatima, sends her greetings to an ordinary man like myself. Oh Yazid, you tyrant, what have you done to the house of Fatima? Oh, it's as if he says, this is lines of poetry, brothers and sisters. Oh Zainab, who am I for you to send your salam? I am just a servant here to serve my Imam. O family of Ali, what has the time done to you? stranded in Karbala, with no helper to aid you. Oh Muhammad, come and see. Your nation left your example. The flower of your heart, the horses will soon trample. On the 10th of the day of Murharram, at dawn, Ali al-Akbar, the son of Abu Abdullah, recites his final adhan before the battle was set to begin. When the battle began, one by one they would go towards the battlefield, the companions of Hussein. At noon, when Imam al-Hussein asked from the opposition to give them time to pray, one of the enemies of Allah said to the Imam, your prayers are not accepted, Ya Hussein. Habib ibn Mudahir would reply, you think that the prayers of the progeny of Rasulullah is not accepted, while your prayers are accepted, an alcoholic like yourself. Then this person attacked Habib ibn Mudahir, and Habib would come towards his challenge. Habib dealt a blow on the front of his head, which sank in and threw him down from his horse. Then his companions would come to the rescue of Habib. He would say, I swear that if you would have been similar to you in number, you would have turned your back from us, O man of ill origin. The narration states that Habib was able to kill tens of them, and he fought very bravely until eventually they overpowered him. One struck this companion of Hussein with a sword, and another stabbed him with a spear. He attempted to get up after his injuries, but he was struck on the head once again. As Habib ibn Mudahir lay on the ground, one of the enemies came and wanted to cut the head of Habib off his body. The narration states that Habib's head was the first to be slaughtered in Karbala. Imam Hussein would say to him, may Allah accept your work, Ya Habib. You were a man of virtue, reciting the Quran in a single night. Habib's head was not hung on the spear like the other martyrs of Karbala. Habib's head was tied on a horse and pulled along the land. Brothers and sisters, there's another companion who would like to mention tonight. He displayed also bravery in Karbala. When the time of prayer had come, the enemies of Allah didn't want the Imam to pray. They told him, Allah will not accept your prayers, Ya Hussein. Imagine the Imam of our time needed to pray and needed someone to protect him, as the enemies would not give them a break. He needed protection. This companion is Sa'id ibn Abdullah. As the Imam would pray, the narration states that he was struck with an arrow. He would stand between Imam al-Hussein and the enemies, and they would strike him with multiple arrows on that day. He would step forward and protect Hussein with his own body. The arrows would be targeted at the Imam, but he would take them whether they came to the left or the right of his master Hussein. After the Imam finished his prayer, Sa'id was taking his final breath. And he looked toward Imam al-Hussein and he said to him, أَفَرَضِيتَ يَا Hussein, are you satisfied, my master Hussein? Abu Abdullah would say to him, نعم أنت أمامي في الجنة. He said to him, Ya Sa'id, do not worry, for you will be with me in paradise. Glad tidings to you, Sa'id. After Karbala, and after they were taken captives, and they would return back towards the land of Medina. Imam Zayn al-Abidin was with the woman of Banu Hashim because he was ill in Karbala and he was not able to fight, so jihad was not obligatory upon him on that day. It is narrated that in Medina, this individual by the name of Bishr ibn Hadlam, he was mourning the heroes of Karbala. He was lamenting them, and he was giving the news that they had passed away. Who was in Medina at that time? They say it was al-Baneen, the mother of Al-Abbas. She came up to him and she said to him, "Oh, you, tell me about Hussein and what happened to him in Karbala." He would say to her, "Oh, al-Baneen, عظم الله لك الأجر. Oh, al-Baneen, may you be rewarded for your son Abdullah had been killed." She would say to him, "I'm not asking you about my son, tell me about Hussein." He would say to her, عظم الله لك الأجر, with your son Ja'far. Again she would say to him, "I'm not asking you about my son, I ask you about my master, the light of my eye and the fruit of my heart, Hussein." He said to her, عظم الله لك الأجر بولدك عثمان. Again she would say to him, "I'm not asking about my kids," until he finally told her, عظم الله لك الأجر بولدك العباس. At that moment she knew that if Abbas had passed away, the warrior of Banu Hashim, the moon of Banu Hashim, she knew that they were able to get towards Hussein if Abbas is gone. يا أهل يثرب لا مقام لكم بها. قتل الحسين فأدمعي مدرار، الجسم منه بكربلاء مضرج، والرأس منه على القناة يدار. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون والعاقبة للمتقين. Brothers and sisters, inshallah, join me as we recite a latmiyah to commemorate and to lament with the household of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, with Sahib al-Asr wa Zaman. Imam al-Mahdi, for sure in these days, is lamenting his grandfather Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. We read in one of our ziyaras, in one of our dua al-Nudba, which is recited on Fridays and other a'yad, we read, "Where is the one who will avenge the blood of he who is killed in Karbala?" So Imam al-Mahdi, he is for sure lamenting his grandfather. Inshallah, you can join me and show Imam al-Mahdi and show the Ahlul Bayt that we are standing with them and we console them during these difficult times. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. This is a slower one than yesterday, so inshallah bear with me. al-Baneen held the hands of Abbas, feeling grateful, and wore her hijab using the flag of Abu Fadl. and with her Lord she'd converse. Thank you, Allah, for Abbas, and with her Lord she'd converse. Thank you, Allah, for Abbas. Al-Banin held the hands of Abbas, feeling grateful, and wore her hijab using the flag of Abu Fadl. Al-Banin held the hands of Abbas, feeling grateful, and wore her hijab using the flag of Abu Fadl, and with her Lord she'd converse. Thank you, Allah, for Abbas, and with her Lord she'd converse. Thank you, Allah, for Abbas. Brothers, please stand. Banin held the hands of Abbas, feeling grateful, and wore her hijab using the flag of Abu Fadl. Banin held the hands of Abbas, feeling grateful, and wore her hijab using the flag of Abu Fadl, and with her Lord she'd converse. Thank you, Allah, for Abbas, and with her Lord she'd converse. Thank you, Allah, for Abbas. When Allah the Almighty created the stars. Shabab, keep doing that, inshallah. When Allah the Almighty created the stars, He told Bani, pick four and they are yours. When Allah the Almighty created the stars, He told Bani, pick four and they are yours. She would pick three, but in her eye something glitters. He descends, and when he does, the sky it shatters. The sky it shatters. The flag he holds sings her praises when it flutters. And besides his mother's order, nothing matters. Nothing matters. What a sight when Abbas and Banin would first meet. The feathers of Abbas's helmet bow down to her feet. What a sight when Abbas and Banin would first meet. The feathers of Abbas's helmet bow down to her feet. O Lord of the universe, thank you, Allah, for Abbas. Say with me. O Lord of the universe, thank you, Allah, for Abbas. Once again. O Lord of the universe, thank you, Allah. أحسنتم. Banin held the hands of Abbas, feeling grateful, and wore her hijab using the flag of Abu Fadl. Banin held the hands of Abbas, feeling grateful, and wore her hijab using the flag of Abu Fadl, and with her Lord she'd converse. Thank you, Allah, for Abbas, and with her Lord she'd converse. Thank you, Allah. Ahsan. Banin was a mother like no other. When she'd walk, a moon and three stars would circle her. If she ever wept, Abbas's flag would shudder. If she slept, it stood over her, a protector. Where is the flag that every son gives his mother? You'll find it in the hands of Hussein's flag bearer. Hussein's flag bearer. Because of Abbas, Banin conquered motherhood. And in return, al-Banin taught Abbas brotherhood. Because of Abbas, al-Banin conquered motherhood. And in return, al-Banin taught Abbas brotherhood. She'd say in better or worse, thank you Allah for. She'd say in better or worse, thank you Allah for. Ahsan. She'd say in better or worse, thank you Allah. Ahsantum. al-Banin held the hands of Abbas, feeling grateful, and wore her hijab using the flag of Abu Fadl. al-Banin held the hands of Abbas, feeling grateful, and wore her hijab using the flag of Abu Fadl. And with her Lord she'd converse. Thank you Allah for Abbas. And with her Lord she'd converse. Thank you Allah for Abbas. Testifies God when Abbas's soul he summons. Only daughters of lions give birth to lions. If when Ali was born the house of God opens. If when Ali was born the house of God opens. What house opens for al-Banin's 4 sons? When Muhammad was attacked, Ali's skin toughens. And when Hussein's in fear, Abbas's blood thickens. Like when all ran away and by Muhammad. Like when all ran away and by Muhammad Ali stood. Abbas stands guarding his Hussein, a mountain of Uhud. al-Banin held the hands of Abbas, feeling grateful, and wore her hijab using the flag of Abu Fadl. And with her Lord, she'd converse. Thank you Allah for Abbas. Thank you Allah for Abbas. Sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Inshallah, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the sake of Imam al-Hussein, for the sake of al-Abbas, al-Banin, Sayyidah Zainab, all those who are present in Karbala, the heroes of Karbala, the progeny of the Holy Prophet. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cure those who are ill, especially those among us. So Allah cure them. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to remove any oppression, especially around the Islamic world. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to preserve our respected jurists, the beacons of light. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to hasten in the reappearance of Al-Imam al-Mahdi ajalallah ta'ala farajahu al-sharif. And to conclude, inshallah, we'll recite Dua al-Hujjah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة بن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا محافظا وقائدا ناصرا ودليلا معينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمته فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. صلى الله عليه وسلم.
إذا حدا مضيع تليفونه بس آيفون.
That concludes our nightly Ashura program. Please, if you want to enter the chance to win 3 Ziyarah trips, please visit the table outside. Thank you.